Hello, welcome to my channel, where I discuss, review, and journal all things aromatic, but mainly pipe tobacco and cigars. Well, it's a gorgeous day, and there's only 2 more left for trout fishing in the season before the season closes, and I can no longer go to my favorite spots till next spring. So it rained yesterday, and I'm hoping that the fish have come back up to their little holes. There's lots of really nice spots in this area that I fish. Actually, I was thinking, it just kind of came in my mind the other day that I'd love to learn how to fly fish. When I was a kid, I tried, but there's just, the places that I fished didn't have trout or any fish that really would be worth catching with a fly line. But now that I found this area and a few other ones, I think it would be, this particularly would be a great place to practice casting, and I could just, there's some shallow spots and tons of little holes to try, to aim at. So I know a lot of my viewers and a lot of other channels that I watch, that people mention fly fishing and tying flies, but I've never actually seen anyone do it. I'm surprised. So if any of my listeners out there fly fish, want to give me some tips. So I'm guessing the first thing I would do is I would just get, there's a kit that I'm looking at that has everything. And I was basically thinking that what I would do is just practice, put a little nymph on there, I'm guessing, and just cast in front of a couple of good holes and just let that nymph float into the hole, and then just reel the line back in again and just keep casting over those holes. I'm imagining that's a good way to just catch on to the whole fly fishing thing. I always wanted to do it. I just never really found the right spots to do it, but now I think I definitely have some really good opportunities to catch some fish. I just know that first time that I nail that first fish is going to be an epiphany and a whole new start to something really fun. So anyway, on to what I'm really here for, and that is I'm going to do a review of Belmont Station by Cornel and Diehl. So I might have actually done a review on this before, but the last little while I've really been craving burleys, and I noticed that this one had a cube cut burley in it. I haven't smoked it in a while. So I loaded up my pipe yesterday and had a bowl, and I was really pleased with it. So I thought today when I was out fishing I would, try to find my lighter here, I would pack a bowl and do a quick review. So what it is a stoved Bright Virginia, cube cut burleys, a little bit of black Cavendish, and a top note of Brandy. So I'll show you the cut right here. And I've got my pipe loaded up, a corn cob calabash. Now the tin note is definitely, as soon as you smell it, you get that brandy and a slight alcohol note. And brandy kind of reminds me, I don't know, it's sort of a grape wine type of smell. Kind of grapey. I had a tight draw today on my pipe. I'm using a filter and I think it's a little bit tight. So right from the start, you'll get that aromatic taste of brandy. It's pretty strong. But after a couple minutes in, then the burleys really hit. Now I find that a lot of times with an aromatic, even if it's a good tobacco, when they add that top note or the flavoring, it can just, I don't think it masks the actual tobacco taste. I think it just kind of mellows it out so you can't taste it in a lot of these tobaccos. This one's not the case. This one really reminds me of, if you've ever had any of Cornel and Diehl's cube cut burleys, like their cube cut burley or crooner, or trying to think of some other ones that have maybe Old Joe Krantz, where you really get that dark bran maybe a dark roasted nut, and just that feeling in the back of your throat that if you got smoke in your throat, you're at a campfire, you kind of cough a little bit, you just know you're tasting tobacco. You get that with this. That's what makes this blend interesting, is it really is a good, strong burley. So once the burley starts coming out, that's when this blend really starts to shine. Now the stove bright Virginias are there, and there's a little bit of Cavendish, so you do get a little bit of that brown sugar sweetness. The Virginia just adds a little bit of, it really helps to bring out the brandy, kind of a bit of a fruity tang, but it's a real light. If you've ever had like a stove Virginia, like say from McClellan's or even the Sutliff stove Virginia, you kind of know that sweet, light, fruity taste that it gives. You get a little bit of that as well. I think it's a pretty underrated blend, to be honest. It doesn't bite at all. So yeah, overall, if you like those cube cut burleys, that kind of dark, rich, feel in the back of your throat taste, as well as a brandy top note, you'd like this. So, just imagine crooner, if you've ever had crooner, and instead of having that deer tongue vanilla taste, you're getting a brandy note and a little bit of brown sugar. So I like it a lot. I recommend that if that sounds appealing to you, that you should at least give it a try. It's in bulk and in tin, so it's pretty easy to get. So I'm going to continue fishing, and I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you on my next video. Till then, Aromatics saying see you later.